Ross Layton in the same question about some of the criticisms from some of your Republican colleagues. They've said this costs too much. I think that the price tag put on this today was $25 to $30 billion in 2010. How should the administration be paying for this?
Well, and not only is it costly in terms of dollars, it's costly in something to which we cannot assign a monetary figure, and that's lives lost. It's our treasure. It's our best and brightest. So that's a far greater cost than a million and a billion and a trillion. That's something that's irreplaceable. And we will have some honest discussions about how we are going to be paying for this. But it's interesting that when it comes to other domestic issues, the cost of those issues are not as important. But when it comes to national security, all of a sudden folks on the other side of the aisle become deficit hawks and want to be very careful about paying for it. I do want to be conscious of the deficit as well, but I want to do that for domestic concerns as well. I wish that they were that carryover for all aspects of our spending priorities.
I want to ask you both briefly one final question, and that's one of the words, the terms that people run away from in this debate is nation building. I'll start with you, Ms. Lowy, and then you can have the final word, Ms. Ross Layton. And how do we know the difference between nation building and finishing the job?
Well, I have to make it very clear that we don't expect that at the end of this process we're going to have a United States of America in Afghanistan and that all their institutions will function as the way we would like to see them function. But it's very important that the government of Afghanistan take hold of the corruption issue, work with the provincial governments, trying to establish a parliament that has some authority and bring some confidence to the average person in Afghanistan that corruption isn't rampant. We have to worry about the fact that the average person is out of work, isn't educated, and the government has to build that confidence. And it may not be a perfect nation, but we have to move it in the right direction, and we have appropriated $2.7 billion for economic development. Until this point, the total number is about $14 billion. So we have a lot of work to do, and the president will have to present a persuasive case to the American people.
Ms. Ross Layton, do you see a persuasive case being made for or against nation building as part of this solution?
Well, I think that it are fighting men and women, the best troops that any nation could have, are doing the job that they're assigned to do, and they're not there to nation build. They're there to make sure that every population area is safe, secure, that we hold it, that we train the troops to hold on to their successes, and I congratulate those troops. They're the ones that are going to make this mission a reality and a success, and they will do what their commander-in-chief, President Obama, asked for them to do, and they want to know that our nation supports them in their mission. That's important.
Ileana Ross Layton, Republican, Nita Lowy, Democrat. Thank you both very much.
And now a quick preview of our own from Judy Woodruff, who attended a pre-speech background briefing at the White House, and from Shields and Brooks, syndicated column.